Hey Facebook, it's Melody Reynolds. We're going to talk about something very simple you can do for your hormones that everybody needs to do. I'm totally convinced of it. So that's what we're going to be talking about. If that is not your thing, you can roll out, but pretty much we all have hormonal issues if you're alive. I'm convinced. We are all struggling in some way with our hormones, our thyroid, our adrenals, kids, 40-year-olds, whoever. So I'm going to give me just a second. I want to be sure to share this into my wellness group, which, by the way, if you are not in my wellness group and you are not a member with Young Living yet, but you would love to learn about all things wellness and essential oils, but beyond that, because we get into some major health things in there, like just lifestyle stuff. It's a great group to be in. Let me share this in there. I can't multitask like I used to be able to do. Okay, can anybody get an amen on that? All right, just so that they can see me, that I'm live in there. So hey Amanda, Vicky, Shauna, who else is in here? Ella, good to see you guys. And if you're really in a rush for this, tap on the 3 dots, click save, and come back, because I don't rush. I take my time. This is just like if you were sitting here with me in my dining room, classroom, office, we would sit down and have a talk. I wouldn't rush through it just because, oh my goodness, I'm on Facebook Live, I'm on YouTube, whatever. No, I'm going to talk to you like you're a human being, and if I'm not your jam, cool, peace out, but you should really stay because this is good information. So it's good to see you guys. I have been doing lots and lots of research just to give you a quick who is this chick in case I wind up in your feed, because if you're my friends, please do share this out. And you're all my friends because you're on here with me. Please share this out because this is huge information, and I'm not just pushing a product. I'm going to give you some very eye-opening things that I was reminded of this week as I was doing research on this. And when you share, it helps me to get in front of more people and help more people. It just does. It's going to benefit everybody, and I really do appreciate any time that you share anything of mine. Please share anything you want, because I feel like I share quality things, and good grief, we've got enough trash on Facebook that gets shared. You know what I'm saying? All that political junk people share and crazy stuff people share. Let's share some good things. So thank you, Amanda, for sharing. I appreciate that so much, because I really want to get the word out and educate people. Some people won't care. Those are not the people this broadcast is for, but those of you that care about your health and you're starting to learn that you can't always trust your doctors, and you have to be an advocate for yourself, and you really have to know your body and what's going on. Like, you have to be aware, you know? You have to do some research. You have to think about some things. So my name is Melody Reynolds. I am a Young Living distributor. I help people to simplify their lives, and that means taking a look at your health and seeing, you know, getting back to basics. What can you do to like fix some issues you've got going on so you can feel like a human again, and a person again? Because I've been about 1.5 years now, and I don't even feel like this is my body. Like, what happened to my body? I want my body back, right? And I'm going to get it back in Jesus' name. And then I also talk a lot about faith, because for me, wellness includes my faith. I would be an insane person without Jesus. Like, that's just how it is. I would have lost my mind. And without my Jesus-loving friends. So, hey, good to see you, Michelle and Michelle, my homies. My homies are here. I always love when you guys are able to show up. So, let's talk about, this is so simple. Please hear me. Don't tune me out right now. I used to hate when people talked about chemicals, and that's what I'm going to talk about, the chemicals in your home. And I used to think, I don't want to hear that crap. I know, I've been there. I didn't care, and then my health failed me. And all of a sudden, I actually care a whole lot about what's going on, because I want to not just be here another 40 or 50 years. I want to live. I want to enjoy my life. I want to enjoy my child. I want to enjoy my husband. I want to be a vibrant, 80-year-old woman kicking it, right? Like getting up and dancing and all kinds of things. I want people to look at me and go, wow, she's 80. I would have thought she's 50, right? So, hey, Carolyn. Hey, Olga. Good to see you. So, that's just what we're going to, that's the kind of life we're supposed to have. Our bodies are designed to function properly. We just mess them up, And one of the ways that we do that, it's time that we take responsibility for it, is we use things out of convenience that pollute our bodies. I've done it too, right? We all do it. We're all guilty of it. It's okay. Let's just be real about it. But one of the easiest things you can do is to get rid of all those cleaners in your home, and I'm going to tell you what you can replace that with, okay? So, when you're looking at the chemicals in your home, look at what do you clean with? Probably what? Bleach, Pine Sol, Windex, I don't know, whatever all those brands are. I've kind of forgotten by now. I used to love Scrubbing Bubbles. I used to love all the cleaners. Give me all the cleaners because I like to clean. I like for things to be clean. I'm like stressed out when I think about germs, right? Okay, here's the issue with those. Let me take you on a little stroll here for just a minute, okay? So, and I'm going to look at my notes because brain fog, all right? When you're dealing with thyroid issues like me or adrenal issues, you have brain fog. And you go, why can't I think of that word? Why can't I remember? It's because it's a thing. You're not crazy. You're not old, okay? Just let me be the person that tells you that. So, most of us understand that if we eat food that's bad for us, it's going to make us feel bad. Like if we sit around eating ho-hos and donuts and sit on our couch, we understand what that's going to do to our bodies. What I don't think most of us really comprehend or understand is simple cleaners like what I just mentioned, what's in them. The main thing in things like Febreze and Pine Sol is they actually contain chemicals that mimic estrogen. They call them xenoestrogens, okay? Xenohormones. There's a word for it, okay? It's a chemical hormone, and it mimics estrogen. And so what happens is you have receptors all over your body that's open to receiving information from your hormones, right? That's their job. When you use a cleaner or a bunch of cleaners in your home with those xenoestrogens or xenohormones, the fake hormones, they're chemical hormones, they're not real. They go in and they bind to your receptors and they block it, right? They block your receptors. And what happens then is your hormones then can't go in and do their job. So when you need estrogen or testosterone or whatever it is you need, and your receptors are bound up, your body isn't going to be able to do what it needs to do with those hormones. Is that making sense so far? If it is, somebody give me a heart, heads up, hands up, emoji, something. Let me know I'm not like, phew, because I can get really nerdy with this, okay? This has been my jam here lately. So, when you use things like that, you're blocking up your hormone receptors. Now, I want you to think about your kids. You pay attention more than likely to what's going in your children's mouths, right? Lots of people stress out over dyes or gluten or, how much their kids are eating. I know that's been a struggle for me. I had a child that didn't eat solids until she was 4 years old. So I know the struggle with food, okay? But then if you're cleaning your floors with chemical cleaners, what happens is the same reason that I'm always talking about essential oils and putting them on your feet. It's because your feet have the largest pores in your body and they absorb things. So you pay attention to what you're feeding your kids, and then you set your kids down to go play barefoot on the floor. What are they doing? They're sucking up what you just cleaned the floor with. You may as well spray them down with Febreze and give them a cup of bleach to drink. I mean, don't really do that. Don't do that. But that's what it's doing to their system. It's going in just like it is you. And for me, when I first heard that information, that's when I was like, okay, I got to pay attention to what I'm cleaning with, because we use a lot of cleaners and we use them often. We have to clean our houses. Hello. Or most of us are, I hope. And when you do that, I didn't at least realize how much your children are absorbing. And you think, okay, well, but it's dry. All right, let's say you clean your bathtub, okay? You bleach it down, you Pine Sol it, whatever. Scrubbing Bubbles it, whatever, okay? You get it nice and sparkly. You put your kids in there for a bath, and what happens is the chemicals get reheated from the moisture in the bath. They go into the water, they go into the air, and they're getting reabsorbed into your children's bodies. Like that. Okay? So, it's something, it was really profound when I heard that. It really struck a chord in me. And now, if you have issues with your thyroid, your adrenal glands, your hormones at all, this is what's happening to you as well as your children. So, let's just talk about what high estrogen causes, okay? If you have estrogen dominance, or if your body thinks it has that extra estrogen, which it does, what does it actually do? It causes worse PMS, PCOS, weight gain, fertility issues, ovarian cysts, thyroid issues. When your body's bombarded with chemicals, what happens is your thyroid will take a hit. All of your systems take a hit, but your thyroid is really involved with that processing as well. And most of us are walking around with thyroid issues and we don't know it. I've had mine for about 5 years. I just figured it out 2 weeks ago. And I just thought I was tired and I was just supposed to feel like crap because I was 40. Yeah, no. Don't let somebody tell you that. I'm on a mission. You're going to hear me say that a lot. So, because I want it to sink in for you and everybody that's watching this. I want you to understand that, no, you're not supposed to feel bad. It's not normal, okay? It can cause female reproductive issues later on. So when your kids grow up, it can cause fertility issues. It can cause boys to develop breasts or to delay their puberty. And it can cause little girls to go into their cycles early. I want you to hear me. I'm going to tell you a little story, okay? This is a story I heard by another Young Living member who I admire greatly. I met in person, heard this first, about a year ago, and then it was repeated this week, and so I'm going to tell you about it. This person that told this is actually a doctor and has seen this happen, but he was talking about a 3-year-old starting her cycle because she was living in such a toxic environment. Now, you may be like, that's impossible. It's really not. If you have a little girl, you probably know other little girls that they either go to school with or homeschool with or friends with, whatever, that have already started their cycles pretty early. Because when I think about when we started our cycles, when I was in school, it was like around 12, 13, maybe 14, somewhere around in there. Now the age has backed up a lot to like 5, 6, 7 years old. Little girls starting their cycles. I taught 4th grade for 10 years in public school, and I had a lot of girls that started at 10 years old. And I thought that was bad. Back that up to like 5, 6, 7 years old. Can you imagine? So, here's a simple way, okay? A really simple way to avoid things like that or bogging your own system down, even if you don't have kids. And if you feel terrible, part of the issue is what's in your home. Because you think about it, we close our homes up. In the winter, we keep it warm. In the summer, we keep it cool. We don't really open things up, as much as we used to just because of convenience sake. So chemicals get trapped in here. And we're just breathing it in. We're walking on it, whatever. Now, I never leave you without an answer. So here's the problem, right? The problem we've just talked about, a 3-year-old starting her cycle, boys growing breasts, people my age having thyroid problems. So it is really scary, isn't it, Michelle? Hey, Val, good to see you. So here is something simple. You just need to ditch and switch and start with one thing, okay? One thing you need to start with. Then you can ditch and switch other things because you'll get addicted like I am and you'll want to see, well, what else do they have that I could switch out? Switch your household cleaner. Ditch all of the Pine Sol, the Febreze, the bleach, the scrubbing bubbles. Ditch all of that. I got something for you, okay? This is our Thieves household cleaner. It's backwards. I realize this. Let me do some splaining to you, okay? Lucy, I'm going to explain it to you. The reason I love this stuff, if you don't understand essential oils and you don't understand all of our other supplements and nutritional things, Throw it out the window. Because no matter what you're doing for your body that's good, let's say you eat good, you exercise, you take supplements, let's say you even listen to what I have to say and you get some essential oils from Young Living and you start using them. Your body isn't going to respond as well to all of that if you're still bombarding it with toxins. If you're stressing your body out and pulling it down because you've got toxic stuff in your house, even though you're doing good things for it, it's going to help. But you're not going to see the benefits you would if you just remove the toxins out and then do the good things. Because you're going to stop those xenoestrogens from bombarding you and bombarding your kids and even your husband. Yes, they have hormonal issues too. You'll stop all of that, and then your body can reset itself and start to receive the good things you're doing for it. So this is something you got to do in conjunction with all that good stuff you're doing, okay? Now, this one bottle right here is like $22.50, I think, $23 at the most. Let me explain something to you. This is super highly concentrated. I use one capful and I get a giant spray bottle that I can spray my glass with, my hardwood floors with, my bathtub, my toilet, my car, my grill, whatever I need to clean. This is what I clean it with. Now, sometimes I'll make it more concentrated if I've got a big mess, but this is all plant-based, and it's got Thieves essential oil in it. Now, let me tell you about Thieves essential oil. It is huge immune support. So when you clean instead of tearing your body down, you're actually going to be doing something that's going to benefit it. This is, if you don't get anything else, this is super simple, you guys. Super simple. Here's the thing about this too. I've never paid for my Thieves cleaner, but in the past 4 years, but one time. You know, want to know why? My company, Young Living, gives it away for free all the time. In fact, this month, if you order a certain amount, let's say you want to finally get an oil kit, like that behind me, wink, wink. Let's say you're like, okay, I want that and some supplements, then you're going to get this for free this month. If it's for free, it's for me. I don't know about y'all, but I really don't like to have to pay for my cleaner in the first place. This lasts me anywhere from 6 months to a year, depending on how much I'm cleaning. So I'm getting my cleaner for free because I'm going to buy other things. If you want to just buy this, I think wholesale it's like $23. Your whole year's supply of cleaner. And all of the things I just told you, those are real things that are happening to our bodies. I had to share that with you guys because in all of my research that I've been doing the past couple of weeks, and I've been doing a lot. I mean, look at this, y'all. I'm going to just show you. I've got what your doctor may not tell you about hypothyroidism. A simple plan for extraordinary results. I've got the autoimmune solution. Prevent and reverse the full spectrum of inflammatory symptoms and diseases. I've got adrenal thyroid revolution. When I say I'm doing research, and I got 2 more books in there that ain't even just sitting right here by me. When I tell you I'm doing my research, everything falls in line with, all of these books mention that the thyroid is dragged down by toxic chemicals. All of them will say that. And several of the books suggest using essential oils and things like vinegar, water, stuff like that. Baking soda, natural stuff. Well, you don't even have to mix yours up because you can get the Thieves household cleaner right here. And I also make my own pledge. All of those things are here on the page. You can go back through my videos and see how I make all that. I am not a huge DIY person, so it's got to be 5 minutes and under most of the time for me to do it. But if it means that I'm going to support my body in healing, doesn't it make sense that I just need to make that one switch? So I call that the ditch and switch. Ditch the crappy stuff and just switch over to better for you, period. To me, it's a no-brainer. So I've talked about it before, but I know more now about why it's so hard on the body. So that's what I wanted to share with you. And whenever I hear about a 3-year-old starting their cycle, it makes me want to cry. Because as a mom, I think I would probably lose my mind if I was, and it happens, you all, it happens. It's happening younger and younger, and we have got to do something about it. Hey, Christy, Katie, Regina, my friends. So if you guys are just hopping on, make sure to go back and catch the replay. Sorry about that. That was my Young Living upline, actually. I'll call her back in just a second. Oh, wait a minute. All kinds of stuff is popping up on here. If you have questions about this, please ask them in the comments. If you would like to get into my wellness group, because this is where myself and some of my team members who I love dearly, who are my ride or dies, we get in there, we teach this kind of thing. I try not to bombard my page here with a lot of it, but I'm going to. I have seen that you guys need to know about hormones. Most of you all are struggling with energy levels. You feel like you got brain fog. You can't focus. I have had so many people in the last week tell me they felt like they had ADD. You don't. It's your hormones. You're not old. You're not crazy. Your body's not broken. We just need to do things like this to give your body the optimum space to get back to doing what it's supposed to do. I'm going to be hitting heavy things like diet. I don't like that either, but look, it's a reality. Time to have some discipline, because I want to feel good. I want to be the vibrant melody that I know myself to be, and I want you to be like that. So you're going to go on the journey with me, and we're going to do this on a budget. I ain't a millionaire yet. Look, I don't live on the beach yet. Like, it's on the vision board, but I got to make it happen. So, and if you want to get your hands on Thieves, let me know in the comments. I'll send you a link. We have a whole Thieves starter kit where you can get the Thieves cleaner. You can get Thieves hand soap. We have a whole line of all kinds of stuff. We have Thieves toothpaste. Don't even get me started. I'll do a whole nother broadcast on your toothpaste and fluoride and how it affects your thyroid. We've got dental floss. We've got dish soap. You can get that for free this month too. Our dish soap, because Dawn is scary. All of that, we have a bunch of that for free this month. I don't want to go into how to get all that because this is getting longer, but I can certainly talk to you one-on-one about it, or send you some information to look over. You really need to get in my wellness group, so say add me down here and then come back and check it, because I ain't gonna message you. I'm gonna put the link for you to join, so you got to come back and check the link, and then I remove the link so other people have to ask me for it. Because I'm very particular about, we like to keep our group with people who want to be in there and who want to learn and who are positive. So you're going to get checked out if you want to join my group, because I don't have no nonsense. One thing you got to get rid of is stress and drama. So if somebody's causing you stress and drama, peace out, Felicia. Sorry, not sorry. All right. So let me know if you'd like to know more. I pray that you receive this. This is so important. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.